Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking about the Knights of the Old Republic remake and its just its existence, I guess, of it still existing. We're going to be on PC Gamer today. This is by Joshua Wollens. Thank you for the article. It will be linked down in the description if you'd like to check it out for yourself. The title goes, KOTOR Remake returns for annual tradition of reminding you it's still alive, but no, you can't hear anything more about it until it comes back next year to say it again. An old Jedi ritual. Yeah, I mean, this is the most frustrating thing about the Knights of the Republic remake. I am a huge fan. I love both KOTOR 1 and 2, both of the games. I really enjoy them. I really love them. I kind of wish they continued with that style of game for Star Wars. There are different styles of thing, but I really loved the hybrid mixture of basically just D&D rule set of the time into a Star Wars RPG. And I really enjoyed that because I don't really enjoy the tabletop versions of the tabletop rules of Star Wars. At least the last time I tried it. I wasn't a huge fan of it. But the Knights of the Republic stuff was really good and I really enjoyed it. But the problem is playing those games now is so hard because the games just aren't made for modern systems, especially on PC. Getting this game to run on PC sometimes requires an engineering degree, and it can be painful sometimes. It can be really, truly painful. So I was really excited when they first announced the KOTOR remakes, but it's been just like a downhill spiral since then. Just before we get into the article, I'd like to remind everyone, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Comment down below what you guys think about this yearly tradition, them reminding us that KOTOR does in fact still exist. And if you'd like to check out something else, I also have a podcast called Two Buds One Podcast if you'd like to check it out on the channel. Thank you. A long time ago, September 2021, in a galaxy far, far away, a PlayStation showcase, the mad lads at Aspyr announced they were remaking Knights of the Republic, BioWare's brilliant Star Wars RPG from 2003, which probably wasn't a great idea because the project has spent the entire 4 years since falling down the stairs and smashing into every step along the way. Yeah, in concept, a great idea, but in reality, holy cow, it was so bad. It's been a train wreck that you just can't look away. First, it was delayed indefinitely back in 2022. Yep, I remember that. Then Sony began scrubbing all references to it off its own social media. Then Embracer Group CEO Lars Wongfor straight up refused to talk about it at a conference. Yep, I remember that as well. Like it was Voldemort or something. And then it showed faint flickers of life almost exactly a year ago, even if it was definitely delayed for at least one more year. Also, at some point in there, it got taken off its original devs at Aspyr and handed over to new ones at Saber Interactive. I mean, apparently the demo that they provided that Aspyr gave people, I think the demo was so bad that what Aspyr gave to Disney that they literally told them to stop working on it and they're gonna find someone else. Or like whoever was the publisher or the big thing. I don't think it was Sony. Because it wasn't like Sony exclusive or anything like that. I think it was whoever they were talking to about it, like whoever the higher ups were, was so disappointed with the demo that what's the word I'm looking for? The vertical slice that the Aspyr gave to them. It was so bad that they basically fired them on the spot. So yeah, whatever they were working on was terrible. Saber Interactive is a good development team, but they're working on so many things now, and I'm pretty sure like only a couple people are actually working on it. It's enough of a calamity to give Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 a run for its money, yeah. But fear not, it's almost at that. It's very close at that status. Saber has returned for its annual reminder that the game is, despite appearances, still alive. In a chat with GameFile, Saber CEO Matthew Kark confirmed that yes, the KOTOR remake was still in development somewhere in its offices, but that the studio wants to let Disney take the lead on talking about it. Well, I guess that makes sense. They also don't want to provide information that Disney doesn't want to let out. And honestly, it's probably a better idea. I think the first thing you should show or talk about KOTOR truly is showing the game, because people just don't think it exists anymore. So I think the first thing you show should be the actual game. Like it should be a gameplay, in-engine gameplay trailer. Like no CGI or anything like that. You have to show gameplay. If that means it takes 3 more years until we actually hear anything about it, then that's fine in my opinion. Because I think the biggest thing is that they probably have to do something in the engine, because there's no way you can use the original KOTOR engine or whatever the engine they use. So you have to build it up from the ground up for whatever engine they choose. So that's probably what's taking a long time. And then you have the question of, are you going to be doing everything? Because if it's KOTOR 1, I don't think there's any cut content now that I think about it. There might have been. I know in KOTOR 2, Knights of the Republic 2, there was cut content that was restored a while ago. But I don't think in Knights of the Republic 1, I don't think there was anything cut. Because honestly, the biggest thing for me in Knights of the Republic, I don't want them to change the game. I don't want them to change the story with flaws and all, or the gameplay. I just want to be able to hit play on the game and not worry about it. Because in the first KOTOR and Knights of the Republic 1 and 2, hitting play doesn't guarantee you it's gonna work. So, especially on PC. And it's really hard to play on console too, because I don't think it ever came out on anything other than the Xbox. And there might have been a PlayStation version, but like there isn't new versions of the game. So yeah. Meanwhile, over on X, Saber CCO Tim Wiltz recently took the time to emphasize that everything we have talked about is still in development, but that the studio will only share information on upcoming games when we have something cool to share, which isn't now apparently. So I guess whatever Saber's been doing for the last 4 years is officially uncool. I don't think they've been working on it for 4 years. That I don't think is a fair statement. I don't think they've had it for 4 years. I think they've had it for like 1, maybe 2 years, because I'm pretty sure they were shopping around. Like Disney was shopping around for the KOTOR remake for a while, and then everything with Embracer Group happened. So I don't think they've been working on it for 4 years. At best, and if they were working on it for 4 years, it's been a passion project or like a side project for some of the devs, because no one's been working on it for full time. Yeah, okay. I kid, of course. I'm no game dev, but it seems like the last few years have been no picnic for the KOTOR remake, or indeed anything even tangentially associated with Embracer Group. Well, yeah, Embracer Group is actually just a train wreck of all of itself. And I don't envy the devs the work they have ahead of them. Still, I do find it at least a little funny that a Star Wars games of all things has had to create a now annual tradition of reminding everyone it's still alive. Yeah, I really hope it's good, because when it does come out, it'll be so nice to actually be able to play a thing. I know this is a full remake, so they're doing, but I just wish they would do like a remaster of the OG. I think they're about to say it here. And hell, I'm still curious how the whole thing will pan out. I've been long on the record that I'd rather have a subtle remaster of the OG KOTOR with gamepad support and 4K resolutions than a full-on remake, but I'll take what I can get. For KOTOR, there is no death, there is only the force. Yeah, I would be totally down if, since this is taking so long, do a remaster of KOTOR 1 and 2. Make it so you can play on modern systems, release it on the PlayStation 5, the new Xbox, PC, make it so it actually supports regular resolutions and doesn't have a hissy fit every time you open a menu. And I think people would be okay with that, and then you can work on a full relaunch of the IP, basically, because everyone loves KOTOR 1 and 2, but if I'm like, KOTOR 2 didn't really leave anything left for KOTOR 3, honestly. I mean, I guess there's always room for it, but like, I'd be interested to see what they mean by remake. So like, are you redoing the story and stuff? Because like, I mean, I love KOTOR 1, but the story of Knights of the Republic 1 is not a crazy big original story. It's still a relatively simple story. Sure, the twists and stuff are nice and cool, but like, it's still a Star Wars game, Like, the default story is you're the good guy fighting the bad guys. Like, it's still Star Wars. So I don't know what you'd really do with that. KOTOR 2 is a little more gray area, but KOTOR 1, Knights of the Republic 1, is definitely good guy versus bad guy, and there is not a lot of gray in there. Knights of the Republic 2 is a little more gray. You can definitely there is a lot more gray situations, but in Knights of the Republic 1, it's good guys and bad guys. There's not a lot of gray. There's some gray, don't get me wrong. There's some really good side stories in Knights of the Republic 1, but like, for the most part, it's Republic and Jedi's good, Sith and Dark Jedi's bad. So it's interesting to see where they're gonna go with it for the remake, because I don't know what you would really change while still being the original Knights of the Republic. Because if you just wanted to make a different game, then you shouldn't be calling it KOTOR, because Knights of the Republic means something for a lot of people, and I think you're just walking into a field of landmines if you're making not KOTOR but calling it KOTOR. So we'll see how it goes. I doubt there's going to be any actual new things. Like the author of this article said, we're going to be doing a yearly thing on this, reminding everyone that it still does exist. I really hope they do just remaster the original Knights of the Republic 1 and 2 so that you can just hit the play button and stuff like that, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. Please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. So, comment down below what you guys think about this, and if you're excited for this new Knights of the Republic remake, I should say. And if you'd like to follow me on other platforms, I have a Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Threads if you'd like to check me out on any of those social media platforms. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.